What it do, what it is, ladies and gents. I have a very special message for most of you. Even those of you who've seen early success, those of you born especially from the mid 80s and beyond, any of you with like Saturn in the last four zodiac signs, that's Sag, Cap, Aqua, Pisces, but specifically Cap, any of you with Neptune in Cap, Uranus in Cap, Capricorn power takes at least 30 years to mature and to activate. It's not like Aries dominant, Gemini dominant, Cancer dominant energy that kicks in as soon as 7 years old, from 2 to 7, from birth to 7. So many of you watching me are late bloomers. And so this video is shout out to Teal Swan. She's the only one I've ever really seen kind of mention this, but Teal Swan doesn't count. She's an angel. So other than that, Teal Swan mentioned alignment, right? This video is going to be about alignment and being a late bloomer. Many of you have given in to the false narratives around success. And this awakening has taught you that one, most, if not all people don't know shit. And that's not a bad thing. All right. We're not here to know. We're here to experience. So everyone has their own local, unique soul wisdom. And when it comes to what people share about their wisdom and themselves, it's good to listen to them. As far as like objective knowledge about the universe and who you are, you'd be dumb to take anyone seriously, because no one knows your own soul better than you. There could be observations about you and people's relation to you that you want to take with a grain of salt because it's valuable insight, but like nobody knows shit. We didn't come like knowledge to actually know is advanced. That's God level. So we're on a rock orbiting around a sun that compared to other suns is just a small pebble. To actually act as if you know anything is just hubris. It's human pride. So enlightenment is enjoying in the fact that we don't know shit and that we can take every moment experience to experience and learn. We have so much to learn. That being said, you have no business listening to people about what you should do with your life, about what success means to you. And this is important for late bloomers, especially born in the late 80s, 90s, and 2000s, because your success, especially those of you with Uranus and Neptune on the nodes or near Saturn and Cap, your success is not going to be defined by traditional indicators. The average age that y'all get married, coming into success, settling down is significantly going to be at later ages than many of your parents who had to grow up too soon. And so they're taking their experience of what they did as children, not noticing that they did not have normal childhoods, and neither did you. So as a late bloomer, you are collectively responsible for the whole collective in ways that fast track you, ironically, on a path that takes longer to accomplish. And that doesn't mean you won't achieve success early. It just pales in comparison to the ultimate success you're going to gain, the later success in your 30s and 40s. And there's no rush for this. So many of you are just depressed because you feel that at the age you're at, you should have achieved some kind of success that you're comparing yourself to other people for. And that's where you got your own self effed up. Stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop comparing your success to what society lied to you and made you believe it's supposed to look like. There's no one else that's you. That's your superpower. So there's no one else that's going to gain the success that you're going to gain. But you are specifically involved in a whole generation of people who are being led to believe that they have anything they're supposed to do with their lives before their Saturn return, where you're just supposed to explore and really understand who you are as a person before you contribute your gifts to society. So I just wanted to reassure y'all that for those of you who are worrying yourself about what to do with your life, you need to be having fun and being you, because from experience, when it's time for you to do what you're meant to do, that's going to unfold for you, and you have to be authentic truly to you to get that there. That's not for you to prove to anyone else you're worthy, and that's not for anyone else to judge whether you're successful or not. What success means to you and what your legacy is, or where your MC is in your chart or North Node, is not going to be the same as anyone else's. And really, your path is between you and God. So That's not for anyone else to be judging you for, because they feel like you haven't accomplished what you should have accomplished at your age. Let them know that they can suck your dick, because there's no one else that's you. And albeit you don't have to procrastinate on anything, but there's no time limit for greatness. Okay, J.K. Rowling didn't make it in her 20s. Oprah didn't make it in her 20s. A lot of the movers and shakers that you see in this world are pushing 30, 40, even 50. So just remember that. But understand there's science to this. The fact that the fact that this is occurring, especially during an apocalypse cycle, which is reconstructing individuality and the new trend of society, you need to give yourself some time. And this is what brings me to alignment. Many of you are being called away from the collective, called away from mainstream. And for some of you, you feel left out. For some of you, you feel you have this FOMO. You really need to have JOMO. Okay, shout out to the woke ones like your boy. We got JOMO, the joy of missing out. We're not trying to if we miss certain things, we know that we're the opportunity. You're the opportunity. You can never miss an opportunity when you realize you are the opportunity. Every single day, everyone has the opportunity to experience you, and so you get to show up as yourself and give the gift of yourself. That takes your power back from waiting for something outside of yourself to make you happy. You decide who you get to bless. It's literally, you're one decision away from changing your whole life and living like that. So keep that in mind, because this new cycle is going to take your entire life experience and rewire the code for alignment. When you align with yourself, you open up everything you want. And Teal Swan said this so beautifully. Wait for alignment. As you wait for alignment, you're going to see other people surpass you. You're going to see other people get stuff that you wanted to get, and you're going to feel like it's taking too long. But once you're in alignment, you accomplish things more quickly than ever thought possible. And this is going to require fully stepping into your eccentricities, fully tapping into facets of yourself that are weird to other people and that might make them cringe. Screw them if they want to cringe. They can suck your dick and cringe while they're sucking your dick. See things that you didn't think about. So keep this in mind, because psychologically speaking, you may get gaslighted with psychological reinforcements of negativity or cringing to make you feel like you're weird for being eccentrically you, when that's just a perception. When you get out the fact that persuasion allows perceptions to influence your mood, you know that the persuasion game is a magic war. So on the surface, we use these blanket terms, but anything that alters your mind is witchcraft. So persuasive elements, behavioral tools and tactics to change your mind outside the alignment of your truth is witchcraft. It's like a literal magic attack through persuasion to get you to feel off your core. And these things in society are subtly passed through like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's always a big deal. That's why Scorpio takes shit super serious. That's why Virgo, Capricorn takes it serious. It's always serious. It's always a big deal, down to the minute detail. Okay, don't let people gaslight you. So alignment is so important because God is calling you. God is calling you out from what so many people are focused and distracted on, because you're the big thing. You're not the next big thing. But think about it that way. Everything, like God is calling you away, and everything that you're focusing on is what everyone else in the world will be chasing after. But at first, it's going to feel like you're in the studio working hard on music while all your friends are partying. It's going to feel like you're missing out on so much, when you can never miss out when you're working on yourself. I know it's kind of corny, but it's also super true. So alignment, my friends, and you'll know when you're fully aligned. What you're aligning is your mind, your spirit, your heart, and your body. And it's not just waiting to be comfortable to do certain things. You're allowing yourself to align with the reality outside of you, and you're taking as much time as needed, because there's no rush. Okay, there's no rush to trace the next trend. And this video is going to apply to you if you've been feeling that call within. Because some of you are going to feel that duality where it's like you fully want to isolate yourself because you're awakening, but you feel like, no, I don't want to miss out on what's happening. I don't want to miss out on what's changing in the world. The world is still going to be there. The world is not going anywhere. I mean, even if the world gets destroyed, then screw it, but the world's not going anywhere. And you're not going to miss out on any trend that has you distracted on working on yourself. And it's not as simple as just working on yourself. This deep, transcendent, legendary level of cultivation is calling out the legends amongst you to develop this. And the prophecy that I'm speaking onto you is the time that you're taking within, whether it's months or years, to perfect this legend and craft within yourself. Yeah, you might be missing out on what's big, but when that is you, everyone in the world is going to be rushing to be on what you're on because you took the time to do it. And it's not about gaining attention. It's not about getting the spotlight. It's just inevitably what's going to occur. So this video is for those of you who've been called out of society, the mainstream. It's not about being a hermit. You could feel called out and still be extroverted and deal with other people, but you just feel more called to focus independently on what you're creating, to focus on your work, to not get so caught up in the bullshit, the hype, the mundrum. That's because God is calling you. Answer that call. And, don't rush yourself in this process. There is no time limit for success. Yes, people in this world will speculate on other people's lives because they lack originality. And so this is a form of content for them that has been popularized by people with low IQs who don't really know anything outside this mundane reality, but to entertain bullshit and fuckery. They're low vibrational souls, or idiots, or stupid, or lame, or we have all sorts of names for them. I'm talking shit, I don't care. Okay? But for the movers and shakers who are going to reconstruct society within an apocalypse cycle, that's going to engineer and manifest mass extinction events, that after a sacred war and Armageddon will leave a low population count of people to reseed the earth. And at this point, I just want to sound as crazy as fucking possible just so I can let you know what time I'm on. I'm not even trying to make sense today. It's just a waste of time. Once you really grasp that, you're going to follow the call and you're going to tap into that unconscious connecting force that unites us all together. So on the surface, it looks like we're moving independently, but like Sensei, we're all moving as a part of a body. Don't let anyone define your success. Really tap into what success means to you and make it quintessentially yourself. This is not about impressing your parents, impressing your friends, impressing a society that only pretends to care about you whenever they want something from you. This is about living the life that you're meant to live. Follow that call, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, Godspeed. Peace.